Hello, lovely students. So today is a new day and we are having a new video for you guys. I hope you have benefited from our videos in the Kurt Verboen website. So today's topic is about gerunds and infinitives, right? We also have participles. They are the same topic, but I already created a video about participles, and I hope you will check it out if you need anything with that, okay? So for those who are new here, this is Grammar 3 and my name is Daniel. I teach Grammar 3 here, and I hope you enjoy our videos here, and I hope you tell your friends about the videos, okay? So let's start from a definition of gerunds and infinitives, right? Gerunds and infinitives are both formed from the verbs of the English language, okay? So all the verbs of the English language have the ability to create gerunds and infinitives, and they have a definite form which I will give you, right? And they function as nouns, okay, adjectives and adverbs in a sentence. So when you create these forms of the gerunds and infinitives, they can be nouns, sometimes adjectives and adverbs. But the most important thing is that the noun here, the noun will function or will take the action of any other noun. It can be a subject in the sentence, an object, right? Or anything else the nouns are capable of making, okay? So that's kind of important here. So let's go to gerunds first, okay? We'll start from gerunds. So what are gerunds? They are created by adding ing to the base form of the verb. So if you have a verb, you add ing to it, it will become the gerund form of the verb. And I'm sure you know how to add ing to verbs. So the normal ones you just add ing, but if you have an e at the end, you remove the e then add ing. Or if same case here. And if you have a so if you take a look at here, you have to repeat the t twice, and the rules those are part of grammar 1, and I will not repeat it, but it's the same case as it was for present continuous or present progressive if you studied it. So no difference, you just add ing to it the way you would for the present continuous verbs, okay? So but the gerund always functions as a noun, okay? It always functions as a noun, and it's very important in sentences. It makes your sentences clearer, more native-like, and also shorter in form, and definitely more formal and professional. Sometimes you just have to do it; it's not a choice. So I'll give you a couple of examples on the function of the gerund in the sentence throughout. Okay. So the first word I had, the first verb, should be a verb, right, is hike, right? Hike is, going over mountains and having fun, right? Climbing mountains. So when you make the gerund form, you add ing to it. So you have an e here, you remove the e first, then you add ing. That's the rule, right? So I've given you an example here. So hiking is my favorite outdoor activity, right? Hiking is my favorite outdoor activity. So hiking here is my gerund, right? It's my gerund, and it functions as a noun here. And the noun in the sentence functions as a subject, right? As a subject. Hiking is the subject of the verb is. Hiking is my favorite outdoor activity. So you see it is a noun, very simple, right? The second example I have is the verb jump. So you have the verb jump, you add ing to it, no problems here, right? We don't have any e, we don't have vowels and consonants, so no problems here. So jumping is my gerund form. Then I put it in a sentence. What is my sentence? Rabbits like jumping a lot, right? Rabbits like jumping. So they like something because it is come after the verb in this case. So it is my object. It's the direct object of the verb like, right? So it is again, it's a noun, and the noun functions as an object in the sentence, all right? So it's always a noun, ing form again, right? And it functions as an object here. Here it was a subject, right? The subject verb is. This is an object verb like. So the third one is the word whistle, right? What does whistle mean? That's whistling. I'm bad at it, but that's whistling, right? To whistle, to make sounds with your mouth. Well, not all sounds. Don't go dirty. Okay, so you add ing to it because you have an e. First, you remove the e, then you add ing to it. It becomes whistling, right? The t is silent, so whistling, right? Whistling. So I have a unique way of whistling, right? I have a unique way of whistling, right? So I have a preposition. It completes the preposition, so it's another function of a noun. So again, it's a noun, and it functions as it completes the preposition of here, right? It comes after it. The fourth one is the verb is play, right? Play. To play is to move around and have fun, right? So you add ing to it. You have no problems, even though you have a y here, but before the y, you have the letter a, right? So no problems here. You just add ing to it again. I hope you review those rules from grammar 1 and 2 if necessary. So here I have my gerund in the beginning of a sentence, right? Of the sentence. So, but I need, in this case, I have the word football to complete the word playing, right? This is a noun form of it, but we needed a word to just give more, extra information to the gerund. So playing what? Like playing is good for health, of course, but playing what, right? Is it playing billiard? Is it playing cards? Because some of them are not really good for health. So I'm being specific and I'm saying playing football, right? Playing football is good for your health. So again, it's a noun form, as simple as that. And you can do this anytime you want in the English language, but you need practice to actually understand it well and be able to replicate it, okay? So my last example is sit, right? Is sit. Sit is a verb. Sit is to, lie down somewhere or sit down, as you have heard this form of it, so to sit. Sitting is my gerund form, right? Excuse me, is my gerund form in this case, right? So I have T, right? The letter T, but before the T I have I, because it is I, right? The consonant vowel rule. I have to add or to repeat the T twice, right? Repeat the T twice before I add ing to it, right? So you kind of need to practice that part of it. It's not really grammar 3, it's grammar 1 probably, or 2. So I hope you practice that before. You have practiced that before. So sitting on chair, right? Sitting on chair is bad for your health. So again, I have my gerund here, but to complete my gerund, I have a preposition and a noun, right? So it happens sometimes. You don't really need to know that, but it is necessary to see it once or twice before you actually try to use it and make mistakes and learn it. Okay? So this is all about gerunds, right? This is all about gerunds. You add ing to the verb according to these rules, and after that you just know that it's always a noun. It functions as a noun, the gerund, and you follow through. As simple as that, okay? So try to come up with a couple of examples, right? So running is good, right? Drinking tea is bad. Playing football is useful. Opening doors is easy, right? Studying is hard, right? All of these things are nouns. Studying, opening, right? Playing, they're all gerunds, okay? So going from gerunds to infinitives, right? What are the infinitives? Well, it's also formed with the base form of the verb, all you do is you add to before the verb, right? You just add to before the verb. That's all there is, okay? But one difference here is that the infinitive functions as a noun, an adjective, and an adverb, okay? So it can be anything of these, any of these. So the gerund was only a noun, right? But here, the infinitive is either a noun, an adjective, or an adverb. So it can be any of these. But you don't really need to know this, but it is kind of, it helps you remember it and use it more. So it functions more, which means you will see it more around. The first verb I have is again jump, right? Jump. What I'm saying, you add to it and the base form of the verb. So it is just to jump, right? Jump to jump. Ski to ski, right? Offer to offer. Warn to warn. So the first example, jump to jump, right? To jump is fun. This is my infinitive, right? To jump is fun. To jump is fun. So in this case, to jump is the subject of the verb is, right? The verb to be is, right? So in this case, it's a noun, and it functions as a subject, as a subject of the verb is, right? Okay. So I think this is kind of easy to understand in this case. So ski, to ski, right? My cousin likes to ski. My cousin likes to ski, right? So in this case, my cousin likes something because it has come after the verb directly. It's a direct object of the verb like, right? So in this case, it's also a noun, right? It's also a noun, but it functions as the object of the verb like. Offer, right? Offer. We have the verb offer, and then the infinitive form is to offer, right? To offer. The company has money to offer, right? Has money to offer. To offer in this case describes the noun money. So it is a little bit discrete here, but it is the adjective describing the word money. So it actually functions as an adjective here, okay? But you don't really necessarily need to know this unless you are studying this for your classes, which in that case you will need to know it. But in many cases, all you need to know is how to use it, really, and practice using it. The last one is warn, right? Warn or warn, doesn't matter. To warn is my infinitive form, okay? So he visited to warn us, right? He visited to warn us. So probably we have a context here, and somebody came to warn somebody else, right? So to warn, visited to warn, right? Because it comes right after the verb, it describes the verb. So it is an adverb in this case, okay? It's an adverb functioning as an adverb describing the verb visit. So that's how you use the infinitives. So let me just recap this once more. We have the gerund. It is created by adding ing to the base form of the verb here, and it functions as a noun, as I have given you examples in these sentences. But the infinitive is created by adding to before the base form of the verb, right? And it functions as either a noun, an adjective, or an adverb, as I have given you examples of a noun here as a subject, a noun here as an object, an adjective, and an adverb, okay? So this is all there is into this lesson, okay? Very easy. Thanks again for using Kurfirbun. Happy smile, there's a smiley face. And please practice, okay? Please practice. Practice using these, and learning the English language requires you to practice a lot and to get tired and irritated a lot, actually. So at this beginning, if you learn these things, you'll be able to use them later, because I can tell you about many people who actually speak the English language pretty well, but they are really not able to to distinguish between these gerunds and infinitives, and they make a lot of mistakes, and it's understandable, but it is always more professional to be able to speak like a native speaker. It's not always necessary, honestly, but it is always good, you know. It helps you, you know, it gives you more chances to get jobs. It helps you be more confident with yourself and be able to speak up wherever necessary. All right, so please practice, and you can always email me if you needed help. Okay, so let me try my email again here: zr14636 at aois.edu.krd. Okay, so here's my email. Give me the linky thing, thanks. So it is this is my email. You can always email me, ask for help, give me suggestions, criticize me. It's all okay. So have a good day, and thank you for listening to my video.